Something terrible happened earlier this week, guys.
Take it slow.
Justin Bieber officially deleted his Instagram account. Oh, God.
This is hard. Just take your time.
And now, hashtag Justin deactivated party is now trending.
Is
Worldwide.
it trending?
It's trending worldwide.
Oh, that makes me sad. I don't think he deserves that.
So we've covered this when I was gone, in my absence, where we talked about Justin Bieber and the relationship that he has now and his fans kind of being thrown in a loop about all these different girls that Justin is with. And finally, he kind of came back and said, hey, if you guys are my fans, be nice to the people that I like. Why are you hating on them so much? Which is completely fair.
Also, death threats. He was like, there's no reason for Sophia Richie to be receiving death threats, which is, of course, true.
Yeah, obviously. So yeah, and then that led to RIP Beliebers, the trend, and then Justin said he was going to make his Instagram private if they continued with this, and then he just took it to the next level and kind of denied all of us of his Instagram greatness. Like, how will I know how to dress now? How?
You'll have to figure it out on your own. And
I know what's cool?
I'm more lost because if you don't know what's cool, I guess I'll just live in this shirt from now on. I assume Lana Del Rey will be eternal. But yeah, you know what? I think this whole situation, we talked about it yesterday on Pop Trigger with the full panel. I think it is sad. And I think that in the comments I kind of gathered, some people were a little bit confused. No one was condoning for Sophia Richie to be receiving death threats. But what we were talking about is that there was absolutely like this influx of photos of Justin and Sophia on his Instagram, and his fans got annoyed, and then he, responded to them and didn't call them Beliebers. It became a whole mess. It got way out of hand, and then Selena responded. So I do empathize with Justin in this case because it seems like he was really overwhelmed. He's happy, he's dating this girl, and yeah, was he a little bit over the top with it? Okay, fine, but what, he's 22 years old? Who hasn't been 22 years old and, feeling, lovey-dovey and just wants everyone to know about their girlfriend? You can't fault him for that. But then, it seems like he's always had this very symbiotic relationship with his fans, and they just totally understand each other and are very exclusive with each other. And he kind of messed with his own fandom. And I think that he's upset by that, and I think that they're upset by that, and I hope that he brings his Instagram back. I think it's unfortunate that he would have to shut down such a big part of his media outreach,
So that's going to come back 100%. And that's not just me, that's not just wishful thinking on my part. It's going to happen. It's one of his most important ways of reaching out to 77 million of his fans, right? And me. So
mostly you.
No, but let's talk about the reactions for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like now, people were saying, let's hope he deactivates his Twitter as well. People were so some of the things were understandable, like the fact that some of his fans thought we're slowly moving away from Justin Bieber. Like Justin Bieber no longer cares about us. Even though we prompted him to be this successful, which I kind of understand because the relationship that you have with your fans is incredibly important and can make or break you. And in the case of Justin, like that's why it's one of the biggest reasons, aside from his talent and natural charisma and dancing skills, his fans really helped him get through some tough times.
Yeah. And
he used to give back, and then the no pics controversy, no more pics. All of this stuff kind of leading up to his fans abandoning him a little bit. But there's this expectation now with social media that like we get to pay these celebrities' bills in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And then also because of that, which is, by the way, that's not correct at all. But then because of that, we have this expectation that we can interfere with people's private lives. And that's just so twisted, and I think it's a product of like our society, like humans not understanding how to react to social media, how to operate on social media yet.
In a healthy, constructive way.
Yeah, like you can't interfere with someone. If Justin Bieber wants to do whatever he wants in his personal life and puts it on his Instagram, and you can't make the argument that like all of a sudden because he's a public figure, like, oh, then he shouldn't be putting that stuff on Instagram. It's like he wants to do that. And obviously, like the backlash has to be proportionate. Like people, just like Justin has the right to put photos of himself with whoever he wants on his Instagram, people have the right to criticize that,
Yeah.
but not to the degree that they did. And like, you don't have this, like, just because you're a big fan of Justin and as a collective group you've helped him through some tough times or helped launch his career in a way, doesn't mean that you get to control what he does in his personal life. And that expectation is not only unhealthy, but also ridiculous. And we'll look back at this, 20 years from now when social media is more of a part of our culture, like people, when the generations that are born with social media are at an age where they're utilizing it, will realize like this is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, I think that we are allowed to critique Justin Bieber's behavior because he is a public figure.
Yeah.
But I think you make a good point about that reaction needs to be proportionate to, what he's doing and what we can expect from him. Again, he's a 22-year-old kid who's dating a girl. And is it annoying when even if your 22-year-old friend posts a whole bunch of pictures with their girlfriend? Yes. I can tell you from personal experience, that is annoying.
You post more photos with your girlfriend than I do when I did with my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, that's because I'm still with my girlfriend. Boom!
Sick burn, bro.
Look, what I'm saying is that, we're allowed to find it annoying, we're allowed to critique him, we're allowed to poke fun at him. He is a public figure. But the death threats, the way that this escalated, the way that people are celebrating his demise on social media or on Instagram you're right, it's unhealthy, it's not fair. And I think that we start dehumanizing a lot of these celebrities because we view them at a distance on social media, through our phones, on our laptops, on our iPads or whatever.
We still think we have a very close and personal relationship with them because
we think we have ownership of them and their behavior, which we don't. He's an individual. Let him do what he wants. We're allowed to poke fun at him, but the death threats, the way that this escalated is totally out of hand. And I hope that, wherever Justin is right now, that he's around people that are supporting him in real time, that are there for him, that he can just kind of ignore all this mess and come back.
I'm sure he's fanning himself with $100 bills
Yeah, I know.
as he, sips on the finest of wines in his private jet with like 20 models.
But we need him. We need you to come back so you can help Hassan dress, okay?
Yeah,
it's important, Justin. Do it for us. We need you, man.
I need you, man. But we want to hear what you guys think. Are you totally on board with Justin deleting his Instagram? Do you think that all these other Beliebers, so-called Beliebers, who were celebrating Justin deleting his Instagram are just bandwagon fans and don't deserve Justin's love? Leave us your thoughts in the comment section below. That might have gotten a little emotional for me there.
Dark, yeah.
Yes, and we'll see you next time on Pop Trigger.